Alright. Where is the controller? The controller is here. So we gotta make this say 11. Jesus. Something fell. World 7. Feels terrible, man. Oh, sure. Gamer time, yeah. A little... What is practice time? What does Spicy's practice look like? Yo, what up, Private Mo? What up, Jabroni? I'm sorry, Private Mo, that you have to deal with constant pings, constant callouts. I'm a little curious why you have 4 different usernames in my Discord, but we all have a dark past. Maybe I'm speaking for everyone a little too hard right now. I don't know why I'm practicing this. Those animals, yeah. But apparently too young to get what a flying dog is. You have no idea, to be honest? Are those imposter accounts? Oh my god. Can I see that? My numbers are artificially inflated? Yeah. It's okay. What should I do for 200 Discord members? Who knows? The funny thing is, like, the things I was trying to do with my Discord, like Terraria, it would be a really good time to start Terraria, but I have no desire to do that right now. They literally released, like, the biggest update since launch, right? But I don't know, like, all the Terraria updates that were big, I actually hated. Like, I hated when they went to, like, 2.0 or whatever. I think we're good on that. You know what, let's start the day off with 6 fireworks. It's good stuff. Also, I know, I'm sorry for the disappointment. I'm sorry that some of you may have thought I went live at like 3 p.m. It happens from time to time. Speaking of artificially inflating my number of streams, right? You're new to Discord, you've decided to replace your Twitter use with a more moderated experience? Yeah, Twitter has a really good way of just making me upset with the world. But overall, it could be worse, right? Like, it could be Facebook. You can only stomach one social media experience at a time. Like, I feel like a lot of people are going that route. I've learned that, like, just there's no point trying to keep up with social media unless you want it to entirely consume your life. Yo, what up, Dan? How have you been? I was watching you play this level, I think 2 days ago. It was someone's first level. You, like, went to downvote all the rest of their levels, but they didn't have any. With a bunch of spikes. I was watching you struggle. Always good. It didn't seem good in that moment. But I would understand. Twitter's the only social media you have and you don't even use. I've seen you like my post. Like my epic tweets. This Rona thing pushed you over the edge. You can't take the general public anymore. You like my tweets from the shadows. Fair enough. The level you accidentally gave a heart to, you wanted to boost a bit. Yeah, see, okay. Proof I exist outside of my own channel on Twitch. No. DanG88. Twitch.tv/DanG/88. Again. Twitch.tv/DanG88 is a good Twitch channel. It's highly watchable. I'll definitely say that much. Worst level ever? I mean, that's a pretty bold statement, won't you say? Like, if like the Mario Maker community had worst level design contest, I bet there would be some contenders. Let me just say that. You needed me the other day in Versus. You got a Lost Levels remake level. You see, if you wanted to get good at Versus, considering the original games, you should have been playing Mario Royale back in the day. Actually, I don't know if you were, but I feel like even though I don't play Mario Maker Versus, Mario Royale was good training. You played a little? What a crazy week that was, and when I say that, I mean a literal week. Oof. Yeah, imagine if they just like mix the ninja mode with like versus. Just got like 100 people to do ninja at once. Didn't that get shut down? I think it still exists on like quasi illegal, like they definitely got actually shut down, but then like someone else started it up, not caring about the legal consequences, and as a result, because it's not the original site, it went from like 1,000 to 2,000 people online at any given time to like 75 online. So like instead of playing against 150 extra people, you play against like 5 extra people. So it's incredibly lame. I have absolutely no desire to play it, and even if it had like 150 people online, I probably wouldn't play it anyway. Speaking of lost levels on Switch, I actually tried playing FDS Lost Levels yesterday. I got so bored, I went to the NES Online and played Lost Levels FDS. I got to like World 4, and then I game overed because the Switch controls are weird. And then I decided I don't really feel like this anymore. You bet there's someone playing still? I know a couple people playing still because they're in my Discord telling me to play, and I'm like, how about no? How about let's... Please don't. Actually, the Mario Royale Discord server apparently stole my emotes. They had my Potaboo emotes without permission. So I got beef with the community. There's a lot of people stealing my emotes lately. But yeah, back on a previous subject. You've picked a good trade. I definitely would pick Discord over Twitter private mode. 100%. Concur. Like, at least on Discord, you could have real conversations. I feel like 90% of Twitter drama is because people don't have full sentences to speak, you know? Ugh. Yo, what up, Not Sure? How you doing? How's the Truman W life? How's Truman doing? I haven't actually stopped over there in a while. I know he just celebrated a birthday. Yeah, we'll see. I do want to do an hour of practice a day, right? But we're so close. We're on the precipice of a PB. Precipice is like one of the most fun words to say, you know? You're just chilling, you're saying precipice, everyone's applauding. That's how it is. It's good. How's quarantine life treating me? I'm like, honestly, I'm used to it. We're good. I wish I could go to more Vietnamese restaurants. That's about it. That's about it. There's something about... And the thing is, I wasn't really going to a lot of Vietnamese restaurants in the first place due to the fact that, like, pho is beef and chicken pho is so much worse. But can you imagine, like, takeout pho just sounds so much worse than regular pho. You gotta get the soup fresh in the restaurant. Yeah, those are gonna be like the first like the thing is, it depends when things open up, right? But the first restaurants to really get a packed crowd are gonna be the ones that like absolutely pale in comparison delivery-wise. The ramen shops and the pho shops. Gotta be a dine-in only, yeah. Yeah, when this Rona thing is over, invest in a soup restaurant, a soup-based store. What other cultures have soup-based stores? I'm actually not surprised about that. Like, the thing is, I would 100% be one of the people who, like, waits literally multiple months before going to a restaurant, despite things reopening in a certain place. I'd want to see how it plays out, you know? The whole outside seating thing, like, I understand where they're coming from, but the issue is just, like, who's gonna wipe all that stuff down? They have to get within 6 feet of the thing. You only have one place you missed. They have the best salad bar. I hope it wasn't Sweet Tomatoes, because they're not coming back. Or as it's called in certain places, Soup Plantation. Kind of a sketchy name. Nah, it's a local place? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, if the one thing you miss is Sweet Tomatoes, you're not missing that much. You'll wait 2 weeks to see if you have a breakout. If not, you'll dabble. Yeah, the 2-week period is the big one. That gives me hope, though, Dan, because people are terrible and, frankly, idiotic and think that, like, a Chinese restaurant is... Or at least there were, like, news reports of people thinking that, like, Chinese restaurants were hotspot for Corona because of, you know, the Wuhan a little bit. But it looks like people have walked that back. Their love for Chinese food triumphs. You notice you get Panera on lockdown a lot? You know people here would die for Chinese food? I would die for some, like, actual Chinese food from China. I miss that a lot. We were talking about, like, best brewery tours. The best brewery tour I've ever been on was in China when I lived in Qingdao. For those who don't know, Tsingtao beer, the most popular beer in China. Tsingtao is a romanization, so basically the Germans occupied Qingdao as a concession from World War I, I think. Like, they got the Shandong province. And basically, they set up shop in Qingdao, taught them how to brew beer, and from that, Tsingtao, what the Germans called Qingdao, brewery is born. So, despite the fact that China has super shitty beer, the Qingdao Brewery Tour, which is like a pretty insane museum sponsored by the Chinese government, plus the actual, like, I don't know if you've ever, like, been to a brewery and gotten, like, the brewery's beer on tap, but it's way better than the beer you get just, like, from the store. That was, like, legitimately good beer. But anyway, because of the brewery tour, I was reminded of how good Chinese food was. The Germans brought good beer. Who would have thunk it? Hey. Where are their local craft breweries? Beating out... What's the one I like? Solus Brewery in Nova? You just got an email from your dentist today saying they're reopening. This is the one place we'll be pushing the next checkup is the dentist. I got like a... How would the dentist social distance? Well, really, I don't know. I feel like any doctor office is not going to be distanced very well. Omega Thicante? Maybe if I'm drinking beer all the time. Social dentisting? Yeah, there we go. Copyright that phrase, Jabroni, and sell it to dentists nationwide. You could become a millionaire. Not even joking. We're going to spend a lot of time in World 7, World 8 today. You may have noticed I'm not really practicing the early game that much. You've been doing physical therapy for a tone rotate. Oh my god. So my issue is my shoulder. I can't do pull-ups anymore. If I do like more than like 5, it really hurts my rotator cuff. Specifically the supraspinatus. I think that's part of your rotator cuff, right? So now I have to do chin-ups. Gotta be a wimp. It's definitely a hands-off experience, I see. PT doc behind plexiglass box. My sister recently got a dog. And usually people go to like dog training. She's doing like Skype dog training. And I know that's not really at all a doctor experience, but for some reason that reminded me of that. Yeah, honestly, like a physical trainer, you could totally do as a Skype session. Like, yes, them physically being there to yell at you, not really yell, but, you know, encourage you, probably would help. Like, still. In fact, I could totally see people preferring that. You work in an assembly facility and you have plexiglass between every station online is pretty nuts. The nuts thing to me is how quickly all this happened. Like, every single place I go has like, all the grocery stores have plexiglass. Went to the liquor store, had plexiglass. Plexiglass? Like, someone should have invested in plexiglass stock. There's your moneymaker. Yeah, there we go. Jabroni has a good idea. Great minds think alike. Partial tear, so luckily no surgery yet, but the PT is weird with all these regulations. I mean, investing in 3M is never a bad opportunity, I feel. I feel like 3M's one of those companies that has potential to be our overlords. Like, right now, Amazon's in the front running, but there's some companies out there, like, a lot of them off the radar, that, like, I could see running the future, like the feudal system under corporations. 3M's in the running. They can invent some like weird plastic that saves life. Yeah, I just hear you don't, like, if you have the choice, just don't get surgery. That's what I hear. I mean, like, obviously it depends on the thing, but I hope you don't need it. That's what I'm saying, private mode. Granger is waiting to strike. I don't know what that is, but I'm just gonna guess military contractor. The only like personal interaction I've had from 3M is that in one of my high school science classes, there was like a guest speaker who used to go to my high school, and he's like a doctorate in some science. I assume chemistry or something like that. He like came to speak to our class just like, cause it was like an AP physics class. So I guess it was maybe a doctorate in physics. But anyway, like he gave like an inspirational speech about how like his high school classes taught him to love science, and he specifically said, "I'm just so happy I get to work with polymers the rest of my life." And like, regardless of like the inspirational content of the rest of his speeches, like for the rest of the year, people just made fun of the phrase, "I'm so happy I get to work with polymers the rest of my life," and like it annoyed our teacher so much because he was like so happy about the speech, and that's like all we took about it, just like haha nerd talking about his love for polymers. Yeah, it's a bitch. 6 months rehab. Doc says, unless it ruptures, we'll see. Yeah, I definitely can relate to shoulder pain. Shit's the worst, yo. Luckily, it still allows me to game. Unless I'm doing those, I don't know, Beat Saber. What's a shoulder-intensive game? I'll make a tier list, Jabroni, of companies that could rule our corporate overlord feudal system in 50 years. It's gonna be a good list. Don't worry about it. I gotta get like a tier list account. I have so many good tier list ideas. Don't worry, one day it'll be a tier list a day. Beautiful. That's a spicy guarantee. As in, not a guarantee. Premium tier list subscriber. I'll hire someone to make my tier list a reality. The only problem with making tier lists, honestly, is getting the images. Once you have the images, it's very easy. Now, explaining your answers, that's actually probably the easiest part, because you don't have to. You don't owe the world shit. Oh, what's that? I rated Mario F tier. Don't worry about it. Which one's the infraspinatus? Okay, so yeah, mine's upper, yours is like slightly less upper. You could tell I was not a what would that be? It wouldn't be like an anthropologist. That studies like human history in a way, right? Who would know about all the muscle groups? A nutritionist? I feel like we're cutting closer and closer on that jump, and it's kind of scary. Anatomy isn't really okay. What I was thinking was anatomy. I was like, what is the profession regarding muscle groups? So yeah, anatomy is not really a profession. I was just thinking of the word, really. Yo, what up? Mike of the Dough. Anatomist, you had this conversation. Is anyone just an anatomist? Probably not. I mean, there could be someone that's just an anatomist. Do they have a job? Do they make money being an anatomist? Probably not. Hey, what the hell? Jabroni's holding out. Actually, I don't think the Crab Mac is done, right? Maybe a professor in anatomy, but like an anatomy professor is not just an anatomy professor. I mean, porn star, right? That's a profession in anatomy. I search the internet, list of anatomy careers. Teacher or professor is number 1. And then it's doctor, dentist, or nurse. Yo, what up? The single shot Malone. Wrong order, though, one shot. Why is the second shot a question? I've had some good crab wait. It was crab mac and cheese, not crab fries, right? Fries with crab dip is a surprisingly good combination. And every single place, for some reason, when I get, like, crab dip fries, they give a shit ton of crab dip. And that's delicious. Crab mac? You give the same phrase. I'm sorry I didn't... Do I usually read the bang bangs? I usually comment on the fact that it's 2 bangs for the price of 1. Yeah, Dough Mike is right. You could speedrun the oven. It says 30 minutes at 450. Just do 3 minutes at 45,000. 4,500, sorry. 45,000 maybe a little too hot. 4,500 easy. Gonna lurk, you have a conference call at 7? Alright, sounds good. I'm not paying enough attention to this level. You should add me on the conference call. Do a screen share, and then just zoom in on my face. Just leave them real confused. We unfortunately have to do this level a couple times right now. Want to know this is not a call out, by the way, but the RuneScape opening theme is one of the most, like, it pierces through other audio. Like, I'm wearing headphones listening to Mario. Pink's like many feet away in a different room with the door closed, with the volume not that high up. But like, I still hear the RuneScape opening theme clearly. Oh shit. Oops. There's this guy on YouTube that was playing with a toaster, had toast in 5 seconds. I mean, that's... If he's playing with the toaster the right way, he made some toast. But you just mean like he had the toaster go at like 500 degrees? Got some... What? Would it be flash burnt? I know flash frozen is a term that exists. Why are we so bad at 6-3 right now? He applied thousands of watts. I'd be a little scared of my like house exploding. Just a wee bit. What was the wattage on that? Has anyone seen that like light bulb video where the guy got the really insane light bulb? Anyone know what I'm talking about? Photonic induction. Seems like a science guy. Not Bill style, but you may have seen the light bulb. It's like he had this like massively bright light bulb that he tested, and like he made the entire neighborhood bright in like the middle of the night. This video is like maybe 10 years old at this point. I want to say it was like early 2010s. See, that situation's fine. Okay, I want to actually practice the good pattern a little bit. He melts wrenches on his living room floor. That seems I hope he owns the place. I hope he doesn't have a security deposit. Let's just say that. I think they explicitly outline, don't do the thing with the melted wrenches on our floor. It makes the dryer spin faster though. That's pretty cool. What? Okay. You know what? We're not doing... I love that I split on 1-1, by the way. A couple minutes ago. He's the engineer at an electric company. I'm not surprised. I'll say that much. I just want to get out of this level at this point. Okay, that's the worst strat of all time. And whoever told me that strat is the worst human alive. I'm willing to say it. I know other people aren't that brave. I have no... I forget. I think it was GTA's. It was pretty cool if you didn't know. Might have been Roy. I think it actually might have been Roy. Alright, we gotta practice World 7, World 8. Like, hardcore practice World 7, World 8. That was where the biggest travesty took place. We had a really, really good run that I just killed because I went under here. We gotta drill it in my mind. What to do here. Like, I don't even think about doing it in normal circumstances. I don't know why when I'm on a good run I feel the need to go under by that Koopa. Come on. Well, that's not the strat. Yeah, I have to specifically learn 2 things during this practice session. One, I gotta remember to do this. If I could do this level 5 times in a row, this actually doesn't count because I didn't do the grays correctly. Seven already, Jesus. Yeah, one day the fabled 6 p.m. start to the stream will commence. But until that day, you're gonna hear 7 already a lot. Because I forget when you start at 6:30, 7 is only half an hour away. Who would have thought? Who would have done the math? Oops. Yikes. 6 p.m. start, like unicorns and leprechauns, yeah. Well, okay, a better example would be like a dodo bird, because they existed at one point. They magically went away. God damn it. I can't do this level once now, it's frustrating. It's not like that hard of a level. You've at least seen a 6 p.m. once, yeah. In a zoo one day, in your youth, since extinct. I'm gonna go as far as saying this level's not that hard. I'm just bad. Jesus. Where's that hammer going? Like, that's the most annoying thing. Getting that frame rule. Yeah, it's not even like a question to go under in this practice session, and yet, like, every single time I had to fight the urge when I was actually running this. Yeah, okay, we're sick of it already. Oh. Happy Tuesday, yo! What up, Deep Links? How you doing? What does Tuesday have? Monday has Yar Sailors. It be Monday. The good old SpongeBob reference. God damn it! I don't want to have to do this level again. Yo, what up, Pink? How you doing? You're messaging me on your new gaming laptop? Yo, congratulations. Gaming laptops are pretty decent. I've never had a gaming laptop. A little jealous. All I have is this decked out gaming PC. The keyboard changes colors? Well, RGB is overrated, okay? I had the choice to get an RGB keyboard. I got this backlit white keyboard for maximum efficiency. I'm not looking to get distracted by the colors, okay? You once had a gaming laptop, thing was like 24 pounds. I know someone with an Alienware laptop that was like so heavy, so large, like it had almost no practicability over a PC. Like it was legitimately like difficult to move. I hope Pink doesn't break it in by breaking it. Don't smash it on walls, despite how nice that may seem to do. I should be able to tell, like... Oh, that's not gonna be good. Oops. Well, I'll play it by ear. Probably fail it in a run, get upset. No big deal. This level just seems like it should be really easy, and it's really easy not to get hit. But I don't know, like, optimal movement's weird. Like, you'd expect it to work better, you know? Yeah, the whole point of a super decked out gaming laptop is if you need to move it, you can without it being a whole day affair. Like, people have been around the channel long enough to know when I, like, move or, like, change my setup. It's like, okay, I guess Picante's not streaming for a day. It's like, don't worry, guys. I got this. It's just a simple change. I just have to get a new mouse pad on my setup. Okay, I guess that's 3 days off. A gaming laptop of that sort. A good old 17-incher. It's like, it's possible to move it and not be a full day affair. A good old 17-incher, where have I heard that before? I'm on a laptop? I'm definitely not on a laptop. We're just talking, Pink just got a new gaming laptop. So we're talking about gaming laptops. I mean, if she wants to give her laptop specs, she's allowed to. I personally am not going to give away her gaming laptop. Who was the person who came in here and asked about building their own laptop? That seems like the most literal nightmare scenario ever. I'm not a huge fan of building a PC. I know building a PC is easy, but it's still an arduous process. A Lenovo ThinkPad from 2004. Still running just as strong to this day. Actually, I don't know when the ThinkPad line started, but... Yo, what up, C? How you doing? Yeah, Asus ROG. See, I'm sorry. I know you were here, you were decked out, popcorn ready, snack, on the sofa, ready for the Picante stream at 3 p.m. Oh, it's not a disrespect. I'm saying that it probably still runs just as good. But, yeah, sometimes Pink accidentally streams on my channel, sometimes I accidentally stream on Pink's channel. It's just the way it goes in a streaming household. You were excited. You saw the notification. You want popcorn? You have popcorn. That's like saying that you want air to breathe. It exists around you. Whether you choose or not to have it is up to you. So it's a little philosophical. You thought work was about to get 10 times better? I'm sorry. Did you actually all get a notification? She was only live for like 30 seconds. I didn't even get a notification that I was live. Like, usually I get a notification on my phone that's saying, like, use your mobile dashboard. We caught it. Like, Pink was, like, asking me, like, why isn't it showing I'm live? I'm like, are you on my channel? She's like, shit. You got one, but you were working? Oh, sad. I don't know the answer. Do you guys get like 8 notifications when I'm trying to go for quality options? It took me 3 tries today. And like, I don't want to be annoying, but I want them. You're pretty sure the second the button is hit, it sends a thing? Okay. You didn't get a notification for this stream? That's interesting. Maybe Twitch is punishing me for going live for 30 seconds. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. You only get 1? Okay. It'd be really cool if just, like, Twitch gave everyone quality options. It's kind of ridiculous that a service in 2020 doesn't allow for that. But it is what it is. I could complain, but at the end of the day, they're going to listen to a book full of numbers. Not me. But speaking of listening to a book full of numbers... I guess they calculated that doubling down on the safety council was the best plan of action. Which honestly, there are some people who are really pissed off that the safety council exists, and they probably post on livestream fail. But if anything, it's just a meme. It's not like they were gonna have any real power anyway. But I only say that because they released a statement regarding the... No, so there's drama surrounding this Twitch Safety Council that they made a week ago because someone's a little too far off what they probably consider the SJW scale. Yeah, we've all seen the wild clip. Well, there's 2. There's one about power tripping and there's one about certain other aspects of someone's lifestyle. You were unaware of this topic? I feel like I do this thing where I talk about something assuming everyone's known about it, and they might not know about it. And this is one of those topics where I feel like I'm not the best to discuss it. Basically, I'm gonna discuss it anyway. One of the safety council members lives a lifestyle that is a little bit more unconventional. And people are saying that because... Like, people are allowed to do whatever they want, honestly, as long as it's not hurting people, I think. But, like, some people, this person's, like, too weird, and they're kind of, like, harping on her because, like, she's against voice chat, and she has a reason for it. I personally think that voice chat's pretty cool. I don't think that you should get rid of voice chat. Just maybe make more options as voice chat alternatives if it is bad for certain types of gamers. Don't remove features, incentivize people using other features, if that's really how you want to play it. But, yeah, there's drama surrounding that. I personally, like, no one's talking about this, But I'm a little sad that Twitch's approach to making all this public, I bet a lot of the safety members didn't really realize this was going to be like a hyper public thing. I thought they probably just thought they were going to be on a council doing some advisory. Like, they may have actually ruined this person's streaming career. They were just kind of doing their own thing. They weren't like a massive streamer. But now you have all these trolls, like, trying to make their life miserable. And that's... I feel bad. I mean, like, at a certain point, they are not reacting very well. They're basically saying, I have so much power. Don't fuck with me. Which is not the best thing to do when people already are trying to get you off a council, but, like... The way that Twitch approached announcing the council has pretty much made this streamer not have a couple fun streams, let's just say that. I would like... I don't want to say there's both sides. It's not super duper clear cut. Like, it's not like... Like, there are legitimate grievances on both sides. I feel like, what was it, in The Office, when he's like, support our troops, both sides. Or support the troops, both sides. I'm like, oh god. You think moderates should run everything? You'll leave it at that? I think if they were going to have a safety council, they probably shouldn't have made it a public-facing organization. Just get people who care about streaming to give their input. But in reality, it was probably just a way to get scapegoats for community decisions that might piss people off. Like, honestly. What is the NSC? National Security? Oh, it's like the NSA. Third world problems? I don't think this one's third world. I think it might be a couple more worlds up, Taser. Worrying about whether it's safe or not to troll a Twitch chat. Because at the end of the day, all these people who are pissed at the creation of a Twitch safety council most likely are the type of people who are, like, being mega toxic in chats. Like, if you're worried about the creation of a Twitch safety council, you're probably not worried about food and shelter. Let's just say that much. National Safety Council? Speaking of government organizations, anyone, like, what? That show Space Force comes out in 10 days, right? Yo, did we get a use of OPOSHA? You're in for every safety council under the sun? What about the Sun Landing Safety Council? Safety council in charge of manned missions to the sun. Is that under... That's on the sun. That's not under the sun. Never mind. You're good. What's the Twitch Safety Council going to do? Protect bandwidth and quality options? I think it's, like, really... A legitimate answer is, like, help prevent harassment on the platform. So it's a twofold thing. I think it's, like, one, make it a safer environment for streamers to stream. Certain groups of people on Twitch definitely get harassed more than others. As evident by the fact that, like, when people see a person of a certain race or gender on screen, they'll just, like, spam emote that's related to that. But I think part of it's also promoting safe practices for streaming. Like, guys, stop doing 24-hour streams every other day. Please stop. You're gonna get us sued. I think part of it's that. They want to prevent death on the platform. I'm not even joking. Isn't that what timeouts and bans are for? Like, I don't know. I feel like reporting on Twitch is the most useless thing in the world. If reporting stopped trolls, certain trolls would not exist. That still very much exist thousands of accounts later. Preventing death on the platform is a solid path forward. I would agree. I'm pretty pro that. Deep links. The deep links. Yeah. Okay, I said it right. The anti-voice chat thing is specifically that if you are of a minority group in esports, and that's not necessarily like a minority group in esports is being a woman in esports, because there are significantly less people in esports that are women rather than men. Like, it's a very very white male dominated field, and like I'm not being like all cis white males. Like, that's just like literally how it is. So apparently, I mean, like it makes sense when I've heard about it. I've not done any of my own research. Her argument is that if you are a minority voice in esports, people could tell by your voice, and they will be discriminatory, and you will be at a competitive disadvantage rather than other people using voice chat. Like, I don't know. I've never been scared to use voice chat. Whether or not that's about my race and gender, like, I don't know. I've just never been scared to use voice chat. And it used to be a much less good environment. Like, I don't know if people remember the days of Halo, but I feel like these people will be pissed. But yeah, that's her argument for getting rid of voice chat in competitive modes, because by having it, it makes certain people more competitive. I don't think that's the correct approach. I understand where they're coming from. It's not like the most insane thing on the planet. I think that their solution for the problem is absolutely not the idea. Jabroni is pro landing on the sun. Well, if Jabroni's pro, I'm pro. Maybe not in video games, though. Let's just do this beginning a few times. I mean, Taser, people are allowed to dress however they want on Twitch as long as it complies with the guidelines. People who are pissed about booby streamers on the platform that don't stream on IRL are probably delusional and think if there weren't booby streamers, then people would watch them instead. Chances are, if you're watching a booby streamer, you're there to watch booby streamers. The only compelling argument I've had against that is people who stream on IRL who are not booby streamers, who, like, when they show their family and friends, like, oh, I stream, and then they go to IRL, it's like all they see, and they think that they're like a cam person, for lack of a better term. Yeah, private mode's one step ahead. Remember those I Heart Boobies wristbands that everyone wore in like 2010? Private mode's on the 2.0 relaunch of that campaign in a world where no one actually sees each other's wrists because no one's communicating with anyone else. Alright, we've gotten this like stair jump 85 times in a row. I can't wait to never get it in a run. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be their new campaign, private mode. I realize those were like actually for a good cause. They marketed it in a way that, like, even if you didn't even know it was for a good cause, you would still get them. But that could be their next step. If we don't eradicate breast cancer, then what's that say about the future of booby streamers? The voice chat argument is bullshit. You're a white cis male and you've experienced mega shitbags. That said, you could handle it. You have some issues handling it. Some have issues handling it so you could see it. Ends your sticky topic opinions. So, like, yeah, I don't agree with their argument, but I don't think it's, like, the most out of thin air thing in the world. That being said, I am not on their side. I don't think we should get rid of voice chat. This is a really good idea. It's the support, yeah, if you were a breast cancer campaign, that would be a legitimately good idea. And honestly, because it would be controversial with, like, again, the people on our live stream fail, I could see it actually selling very well. Controversy sells, you know? So what, I'll do this. all you gotta do. Yo, how you doing, Adam? There we go. No one's... King Parody was always in here licking the Potaboo. Just lick a nice, safe Cloud. Who's on Cloud 9? Mr. Fox. So, like, I'm always surprised how easy it is to do an hour of practice. I mean, I guess if you just do the math, 32 levels, that's 2 minutes a level, but tastes like awesome. Speaking of good ideas, where are the cloud-flavored things? That would be a terrible idea. It would taste like water. That's not the terrible idea. Market anything that's just water as cloud. Cloud-flavored beverage. You mean cotton candy? And realistically be watered, but yes, cotton candy. Cotton candy. Oh god, that's not a good snack. Cotton candy water, be a millionaire. Cloud seltzer. I'm still pissed about Seltzer Fest. I wanted to go to Seltzer Fest. What a wondrous occasion. Well, Cotton Candy is like... That could be like a villain in a satirical comedy about World War II. Cloudfest? I would go to Cloudfest. Maybe not World War II, but similar, you know? No, let's just do this. Fuck it. Cotton candy water, be a millionaire. I feel like a cotton candy flavored drink would be bad. Like really, like just overly sweet. Yo, we're doing it. Bang, oh, I've had the cotton candy Bang. It's terrible. But to be fair, most Bang flavors are disgusting, and for lack of a better term, the high you get off a better Bang energy drink, like the come up, is the most uncomfortable come up of any like energy giving substance on the planet. Well, I don't know. I have like there are certain stimulants I probably have not tried. What I'm saying is meth might be more uncomfortable. I don't know. But the way Bang makes you feel is not good. Regardless of shitty flavors or not. This lockdown killed your love of hard seltzer. Lady stocked up and you had a little too much. So, what I didn't know until recently, until it was in the bargain bin of my local grocery store, oh my god. GT Ace. With the big old-fashioned raid. That terrible stairs dedicated to the raid. Who's wasted? GT Ace? I hope not. That's not good for gameplay. Thanks for the good luck. Thank you so much for the raid, GT Ace. How was your stream? We literally, this is our first run of the day, by the way. We're doing an hour of practice a day. It's not terrible. It could be worse. Oh my god. GT Ace 99. Funny seeing Tecate here. Well, Tecate's a cool dude. So it should be cool seeing him here. 1947 to 7-2. Let that squid get in the way. Have you ever just thought about giving me some of the good? What's GTA's even talking about getting in 1947 when Tecate could just shave 12 minutes off that time? For those who don't know, it doesn't matter what the game is. All that matters is the time, so... I've beaten you all with my one frame. Where's an egg time? No, I don't speedrun that game, unfortunately. Was it cheap? Where's the worst thing on the planet when you need it? Oh god. Can I type it in time? Yes. Oh shit. How did I misspell it? What? Oh no, okay, it didn't work in my chat, it worked in the on-screen chat. I don't know, my Better Twitch TV is broken. Yo, how you doing, Ethan? Oh god. Alright, cool. Well, a run's a run. It could be worse, right? Good. Flooding is very close to you, but you should be fine. Well, that deserves the GL. All these GLs in chat, including the EVAD99 GL. Good luck with the flooding. I really hope it doesn't reach you. Because if it reaches you, you can't play video games, most likely. That's the only reason. No, but stay safe. 2 dams broke nearby? Well, shit. They're trying to stop the quarantine. Dams breaking just remind me of that, that story about that guy. I think it was, like, Kentucky or something. He's, like, serving a life sentence because he intentionally broke a dam. So he had an excuse not to, like, go to dinner with his wife or something. And he caused, like, millions in damages. You'll protect the SNES? Yo, nice. That's good to hear. Not our best attempt. But it was our first attempt. A SNES can survive flooding. Might look a little gross afterwards, but... SNESes are built to last. Maybe I'll sing a different tune in like 2060, but I don't think it was Kentucky the more I think about it. It was Missouri. Serving 20 to life. Yeah, the SD to SNES, I don't know if it's built to last. The black color coating on mine is already fading away. Yo, what up, Tychus? How you doing? Hope things are going well. Did the dude kill people? Thought he caused some deaths. It was the Great Flood of 1993. I don't really know much about it. I forget the exact story too. I wanna know more about it, but I'm kind of in the middle of playing Mario, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if he's serving a life sentence, it was probably a bad decision. You know, it probably had some consequences. Alright. You ever see a gamer before? Because you might be in the presence of one in roughly 17 minutes from now. Worst thing on the planet is broke. It's not. I think Better Twitch TV is broke. Regarding the, like, I don't know. You gotta give these web applications a little bit of slack, or Chrome extensions a little bit of slack, as Twitch completely changes the look of their platform. Yeah, he broke the levee so he could strand his wife on the other side of the river so she wouldn't come home for dinner. That was why he caused millions of damage. Is that a pickle squishable in the back? Yeah, of course. We got pickle emotes. We need pickle squishable. All is good in the neighborhood. You're always in the presence of one me. Well, I don't know what to say. Yeah, Adam, if worst thing on the planet was broken, it wouldn't show up in my on-screen chat. The fact that it shows up in my on-screen chat is the smoking gun in the situation, you know? Your home was filled with squishables because of you. It's an addiction. I was able to get out of my squishables addiction. I don't think I've... This is the last squishable I've come to own, and it was a gift. I think at one point I had 5 squishables. I think my current house has... Current apartment has 3. Ugh. Okay, well. I'm getting a 5. I have 3 plus this one. This one's kind of a weirder one. I like the ones that are shaped like actual circles. Squishables are a plushie brand that I think got popular by touring anime cons. And it's like, oh my god, that's cute. And then people got them. God damn it. Wait, I didn't have to restart there. I did, though. It's too late. We were actually doing pretty well in practice, so if I don't get a single run, I don't know what to say. We were good in practice, man. Oh, I don't know if Tekate's still here, but I tried to actually play through FDS Lost Levels for the first time. Like, I've never made it past World 1 on FDS Lost Levels, but I got to World 4 yesterday night on my Switch. That game is literally impossible. I was on 754 pace, though, for at least, like, 3 seconds. I don't know if 754 is possible, honestly. I don't know what the human sum of best is. You never know. But if you're gonna have your house filled with stuffed animals, squishables are definitely the best of the bunch. They got some nice stats. Yeah, what they lack in agility, they make up for in charisma. Question is, how long can we keep this green? How about another 28 levels? Oh god, that was so sketchy. Jesus. I hate when I fire a shot early. It has potential to really mess up here. Nice. Out of 2-1. I feel like levels where you gotta spam kill enemies. They don't blend very well with me. Damn. Rip fishy. Never noticed how many, like, maybe it's coincidence, but there seems to be a lot more green sheeps in this level than red sheeps. I feel like in Lost Levels, there's a lot more red sheeps. Maybe because they viewed in this game that green sheeps were easier to bypass because of their slow movement, while they're, I guess, harder in context of a speed run. Cool. Here, we got all the coins. Oh my god. Well, rip green. Alright, we did it. World 3 time. It's our second run, right? It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we practiced a lot. Like, I feel like we got to World 7 at like 35 minutes into the hour of practice. So, we spent a lot of time in 7 and 8. We should be good. Jesus. Oh, we didn't get fireworks. I'm like bad at like I've gotten better at like the stages with actual stairs that are difficult, like out of pipes. But where it should be a gimme, stairs are impossible. Are the other night theme levels the best levels in this game? What theme has the best levels? I think it's night. I think by far it's night. Night, regular, snow, castle. shoutouts GTAs. Not just for the raid, but saving me that frame roll. What did you miss? Oh, I just... I shouted you out, right? I'm not sure if you just missed that. Thanks for that frame roll. Easy. Au contraire, I do believe day is best. I'm trying to think of what levels... Okay, actually, I forgot about underground, too. Underground and water, those don't count. Free real estate, yeah. Yeah, that's all you have to do. If you want unlimited shoutouts on Twitch, just teach noobs how to save easy frame rules. Yo, what up, Canadian gamer? How you doing? I still think night has GTA's. Which theme of the game has the best levels? Night, day, water, castle, snow. It's definitely not snow. Mushroom, mushroom theme. Does 4-4 on average beat out, or 4-3 on average beat out most levels? I would say so. Just making dinner? Yeah, mushroom has the best theme of any type of level. See, the thing about day is it has World 8 in it, so it's bad. Hope I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty well. We did an hour of practice today. We're really just gearing up towards runs here. Can't they just all be terrible? No, this game's good. It's pretty good, actually. I know it gets a bad rep. I know Mario's really the underdog in the gaming community, but... I'll go out on a limb and say I actually like Mario. That was kind of terrifying. Yo, chicken wraps. Pink has gotten, like, these low-carb wraps, like, every single time we go to the store, and, like, it's really turned me on to the idea of the wrap. I would never be the type to get wraps, but they're so much better than sandwiches. Do I kind of look yellow? I mean, I have, like, a warmer light. But the lens you use on my camera does have a different shade than this one. I like this. I like... Like, you don't want to be white. You don't want to, like, be... What is it, like... ghoulish? You enjoy a good ham cheese wrap? Tuna salad wrap. Those are the 3 words I had to say. I'm on a lighter gameplay screen? Oh, God. Jesus. Sometimes that guy is not nice. How rare is it for that guy to drop down, GTAs? It happened yesterday, and I didn't even know that could happen. That guy in the question mark blocks. Do I like tuna salad wrap in wrap or toast more? Oh, the guy dropped down from the question mark blocks after the first hammer bro and hit me. I was blindsided. That's a good question. I think that, like, if it's just the tuna salad, I like it in wrap form. God damn it, just flying off. You thought that was just a second quest thing? You could check my... I could find it. Maybe I just messed up in the beginning and that's why it happened. But I was like, what the hell just happened? Frick this shiz? No, I don't frick any shiz anymore. Tuna salad wrap is really good on its own if you're just talking versus toast. But the tuna salad melt is, like, way, way better. Like, the addition of certain things makes toast a way better vehicle for the tuna salad than the wrap form. I'll try to find it, GTAs. It definitely happened. It definitely killed a run yesterday. It was specifically the second hammer bro. The one after... The one that's right after the springs. on the question mark blocks. The addition of cheese makes everything anything better always. God damn. How are we... Stairs. Yeah, I got a potato masher today. And we're gonna use it to make cauliflower mash. I know it's not potatoes. But like, it's just like, it's telling you to like make the cheese. I'm just like, I'm looking at the recipe. I'm like, this is gonna be delicious. Just cauliflower mashed with cheese. What can go wrong? It's like broccoli cheddar. You know what? We like to live dangerously. Actually, I never get hit doing that, but it's terrifying for some reason to do it sometimes. That reminds you want to order an omelet pan? Yeah, I only have this massive non-stick pan, and it makes Pink very sad. And I love it, but I understand. You need a non-stick pan for the... Oops. You need a non-stick pan for eggs. I have mostly stainless steel pans, and stainless steel pans are like the absolute worst for eggs. It makes you very sad because it's too much space. It's not really good for eggs. So that's why you want the omelet pan. Maybe it was being melodramatic. I see. Well, it makes sense. I hate getting fireworks in 1-1 for multiple reasons, but one of them is that it takes absolutely forever to reset. Cast iron is great for eggs. You're 90% stainless steel, but you know the pain. Yeah, I'm a all-clad kind of person. Stainless steel, but cast iron to Court Norm McDonald's Court. Why do I like? Of all the ways I mispronounce things, I always add R's to things. I don't know why. My brain no work. The only specialty pans you have are omelet and pancake pans. What about those specialty omelet pans? Well, not omelet pans, but like egg pans that make your egg look like a gun. That's the real deal. That's what you find in every single Michelin star restaurant. Ham, egg, cheese, tortilla wrap? That'd be an ultimate betrayal. You need eggs and maybe guns. However, you don't need egg guns. Well, they have very interesting shapes that you find in each. I forgot to mention that most Michelin star restaurants, they have the type of pan I'm talking about, but they're very different. Like sometimes you'll get, I don't know, gun shape. Sometimes you'll get like a Star Wars shape. Don't question what a Star Wars shape is. It's good. It's very good, actually. You thought pork was the other white meat? Other white meat? No, that's just a conspiracy by Big Pork. Talking about what the FDA classifies as white meat right now, okay? Lightsaber eggs are in? Yeah, there we go. What are the shapes of eggs that you can get? Because the one I know is the gun. But there has to be more than just the gun, you know? Yeah, turns out an advertising campaign where they just say they're white meat despite not being white meat was pretty good at disinformation. Shape egg container? I don't know. No, that's just Easter stuff. What would happen if we put an egg in a waffle iron? That seems like it would be a bad idea. I feel like putting a lot of things in a waffle iron is a bad idea. Like, I saw this video of, like, a guy putting, like, a toy soldier in a waffle iron. It didn't work out very well. For, really anyone involved. And by that, I mean the waffle iron. I'm pretty sure it worked out just fine for the guy wanting to destroy his waffle iron. Sup, nerd? Okay, you know what? Hector comes in here, he's a big shot now, just bullies people. I'm calling attention to this toxic streamer. How are you doing, Hexer? Hexer. We're not even saying Haxor anymore. Wow. Memeing about the safety council. In this chat, so toxic. It's not like I brought it up 5 seconds ago. You're trying to be Michael Jordan? Okay, is that documentary, like, new or something on Netflix? I actually don't even know what it's called. I just see, like, clips on Twitter now of people talking about Michael Jordan. Alright. Oh! Okay, that felt wrong. That did not feel, like the best way to do 2-4, but it worked. Frick this shiz? Are you fricking this shiz, Pink? The whole crux of the documentary is basically that it's Michael Jordan saying he was an asshole, but they won, so it didn't matter. That's the gist of what I've gotten. Because if that's the case, why haven't I won anything yet? I'm constantly an asshole to everyone I know. Why doesn't this work yet, you know? Speaking of winning, though, where's my PB? I already bribed the RNG gods. Is that against the rules? Who would be the best person to bribe for good RNG? I have to withhold food. He did that? He starved people? That's universally not known as a pretty cool move, I guess. What's the quote? Okay. Oh yeah, in bird society, that's known as a dick move. I haven't watched that episode of Rick and Morty in a while. Rick and Morty's good. I feel like it doesn't have a lot of rewatch value though. Bribe Bruce? They gotta be, so like what, Bruce Valanche? That's the only Bruce I know. I don't even, like, I only know like Bruce Valanche from like South Park. I don't even know who they are. You wanna see the new Hulu show from the Rick and Morty guys? Looks solid? What is it called? Where did that run die? Like 5 something. 5 something. That's all you need to know. Free level. Is that the name of the show, or is the level I just played free? There's... Oh, 4-1, yeah. Yeah, but we got a free frame rule now, because GTA's taught us. Solar Opposites looks quality. I mean, if we're talking about shows based on space, because I feel like Solar Opposites, solar is sun. I am looking forward to Space Force a lot. I like Ben Schwartz, even though I haven't seen the Sonic movie. I've liked him since his college humor days with Jake and Amir. Oh my god. Stairs are so hard. Bottom route? No, bottom route's easy, okay? Legitimately, it literally makes the level my favorite level in the game. If I had to do top route, it would make this run way less fun. And fun is so important in the world of speedrunning, right? No one would speedrun if they didn't have fun with it. Of all the ways to lose time, are you serious? Well, whatever. We really hated being green. It actually deeply upset us. Who's shit in the copier? That's a good question. What did you have for lunch? Oh, like 10 burritos? I forget the quotes. If you want someone that is really good at quoting Jake and Amir, I'm pretty sure Truman is the best Jake and Amir quoter alive. I remember every episode. I've seen every single episode probably 5 or 6 times. I'm not even joking. That's like very reasonable that I've seen every single episode 5 or 6 times. It's probably a low estimate. Wait, so if you use Disney Plus, you get a discount on Hulu? Because I pay for Hulu, like, super premium with 0 ads. Like, not just the regular premium with reduced ads. Why? Why would I do that? Just save the 3 seconds in the level with 3 seconds of time save. So how much would I be able to get Disney Plus for? If I have Mega Hulu? Or the other way around. How much can I get Hulu for if I have Disney Plus? I don't know these things. That was a bit spooky. $6 a month per Hulu. Got the year plan, so it's been a while. I see. Well, maybe I'll look into that. It might be actually worth it. Oh yeah, 5-3 killed the run. That's what happened. That's always what happens. There's really nothing I want on Disney Plus. Like, maybe The Mandalorian. I'm not like a big... Like, I'm into a good show. I'm not like the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. It's decent. See, if I was a big Star Wars fan, I would actually care about the sequels being apparently the worst thing ever. I enjoyed them, so that's how you know I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I enjoy Star Wars movies. Star Wars 8 was amazing. I didn't think it was a bad movie. I went in with low expectations, and I left thinking the movie was worth my $10 or whatever. That was a lie. I know what you would think about Star Wars 8. I was on to that opinion from the start. This is looking hot. Any run that gets past World 5 looks hot. Because we have massive time saving World 5. Disney Plus is killer if you have young kids around. Yeah, luckily, I don't have young kids around. That would be very creepy if true. I'm blessed to be in that situation. And we take this mega safe. We just really like the one firework. Let's hire gold. We could gold there, I think. Well, I think we could gold there regardless, but that requires doing the scary strat. And speaking of scary, like 6-3 was giving us so much trouble in practice. YOLO or go home sounds like a great plan to literally get driven insane by speedrunning. Nice bullets must be nice. Yeah, actually 5-3 and 6-3. We're just taking this so just leisurely pace. Because every single time I try to do this level quickly, life comes at me fast. Do a blindfold run. One day I'll do a Lost Levels blindfold run. I think I promised at partner, so I guess not one day. It's cool though. That's kind of hard to learn. Life in the fast lane? I mean, we are speedrunners, right? Have people done blindfolded SMB1? I mean, probably. I just don't know them. Like, people have done a lot of stuff blindfolded. Why did I do that? Oh, God. A little too much pipe brushing. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, you know what? No, the run's dead. Next week, yes. I'll double my average so I could apply and get rejected. Yeah, that was a classic. Easy death. I mean, people have had to do blindfolded SMB1, right? That was a weird hammer bro pattern, both of them down there. Usually don't see that. I definitely did not have the best sort of game plan there. At least we're green this run, right? Sure. So what? That's our PB today, getting to 7-1. We got the stair jump in 8-2 today, roughly 450 billion times in a row. So if I mess it up on another good pace run, I'm going to be very, very sad. Deeply upset, you know. Like, cry on stream upset. Which, I don't know. Like, it probably makes up for the fact that I would have a run dead in 8-2. Like, get to see speedrunner cry. Some people pay good money for that. Some people, that's all they want to see. I don't know any speedrunners that regularly cry, but maybe someone could corner that market. How many channel points to cry? That's a good question. If I had the ability to cry and command so well that I could charge channel points for it, that'd be impressive in its own right. I'll have 2 tiers. 100k to cry, 250k to ugly cry. Like, one's gonna be cinematic, the other is absolute mess. Vincent, did I say hi to you today? I'm not sure if I did. You've definitely been around. Yeah, now that I noticed how many more green sheeps there are than red sheeps, I can't stop looking at the green sheeps. You're mocking me. Oh, that was bad, but whatever. I'll take a 309. $100k channel points would be a pretty good deal on the whole crying, you know? I don't know why I keep doing that on stairs. They're really not that hard. They're hard for me. That doesn't mean they're actually hard. I like learned the correct fire strats there. Like if I was able to get that one extra shot, I wouldn't have to spend that much time killing Bowser. But look what happened. Not doing our strats came back to bite us. Feels terrible, man. It's fine. It's just a second. We can get that back. Imagine an SMB1 runner saying it's fine. It's just a second. Man, if there was like a record for like loudest doors, like measured by decibel, I think that my apartment would win. It's impressive, honestly. WD-40, yeah, honestly, I gotta get some. The thing is, I'm moving out of this place in July. So the time to do this was like 2 years ago when I was living here. Also, if I want to actually clean them well, I have to like remove the door from the hinges, right? So when we move out in July, we won't see you until September. Honestly, so I really hope it doesn't. Like, it was actually like bad when I moved into this place from my place down in Richmond. I literally didn't stream for a month because I just like had all these boxes of things and I was way too lazy to unpack them. And I just like, one of it was my gaming PC, and I just like pretty much just used my iPad in bed. So that's not gonna happen this time. You're gonna see me in like within an hour of me moving into my own place. I'm gonna just have boxes in the background. It's gonna be scenic. But consider my lease is up at the end of July, so like a break until, oh wait, no, September would be bad. August less bad, but still bad. Okay, well, we're not saving that frame roll. What was the reason for the move? Oh, I moved locations at work. Well, I moved jobs. That's the reason. I said that in a really weird way. Fucking let's do it. Let's see what happens. When can I get this back in 4-3? Like, I swear, okay, never mind. I swear I'm really good at this stage, bottom route, until someone's like bottom route monk-ass. And yes, what I'm saying exactly is all Haxor's fault. Can't be my fault. I'm not the gamer that ever messes up. Perfect gamer. No, that's not how it is. You talk shit, you get hit. Taking apart the hinges overkill unless WD-40. I mean, I just need WD-40 in the first place. It's not a bad thing to have. Especially if, like, when I was in, like, middle school, I would make, like, WD-40 flamethrowers. Terrible idea, but it was entertaining at the time. If I ever want to do that again, I need the WD-40. Any gifters? I'm not sure. I haven't seen any. But if there are, I will let you know, Reaper. We live in a society bottom route. That is the best meme I've seen in a while, Adam. You get some meme points. He's looking for that double gift sub. The faded double gift sub. Oh my god. Mike gifted a sub to Adam Redwing. Thank you, Reaper. Originally, I thought it was toxic to just come into a channel and ask for a gift sub, but look what you're doing. You're spreading the community love. Thank you so much, Mike, for the gift sub to Adam. Adam has enjoyed the emotes in the past, and he probably will enjoy them again in the future. Thanks to you. I appreciate it. And I'm sure Adam does as well. Asking for gift subs work? Depends how you ask. If you ask, like, nicely, absolutely not. If you're, like, the most toxic asshole, just, like, demanding gift subs over and over again, for some reason people love to, like, give into that. Adam's gonna get, like, your badge in only gift subs. He's cracked the code. Almost halfway there. Every single time. I don't get it. I don't get how we're so bad at stairs. You bought one, so it won't be 100%? Yeah, it's lame. Might as well never come back to the channel. If you can't do that, just, ugh. Ruined, yeah. You prefer randomly getting gift subs more special that way? Yeah, I like the randomness. The, what is it, gachi? Not the gachi base gachi. The gachapon thing, whatever, Japan style. I don't, just lottery style. Okay, there we go. I don't have to bring Japan into this. Oh, I had something to say. I forgot. Is that all I was... So, we were talking about seltzers. Hard seltzers before. And how we can't drink hard seltzers. One time, in the bargain bin of my grocery store... This was actually relatively recently. This was post-quarantine. There were pure White Claws. So, like, White Claw without flavor. The most disgusting malt liquor beverage I've ever had. White Claw's a malt liquor, right? That's correct. Like, I can't believe that they greenlit that idea after tasting it. Like, it doesn't even mix well. It just tastes like bad water. Whoever came up with that... No. The thing is, I guess, like, it sounded good on the surface. Like, if it wasn't in the bargain bin and I saw it, I might actually buy it. I'd be like, ooh, just clear. That's the purest of the seltzers. But in reality, it's probably the worst executed thing on the planet. I mean, I guess, like, they maybe executed it well. It's just, like, no flavor and alcohol. It's just, like, you ever have watered-down vodka? It just tastes like really bad water. Is normal White Claw good? I wouldn't call it, like, good. But it's definitely better than pure. Now you want some Mickeys? Yeah, if you're not drinking the 40 with the Hornet on it, are you really drinking it all? Yo, raw input. Shillin' the podcast. Thank you very much. Raw input, simping the podcast. Just get some Everclear and sparkling water. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That is truly the way to go about your binging. Oh, Jesus. That was not the strat. Yeah, the podcast... So, like, the podcast episode this week, I thought it was good. I always think it's good. Because you gotta think the things you do are good, or else why do them? But the podcast releasing this Saturday is probably my favorite that we've ever done. So the way that they work is that we record on Saturday, and then it goes up... Or record Saturday night, and then it goes up Sunday morning, but like a week later. That gives us time to edit, make it so we don't say every other word. We still say every like third word, but editing out those that's like a solid 5 minutes of dead air. So the one we recorded like this weekend is so good. I like it a lot. You're all caught up on the pod? Did I like your reference? What, by Dana not liking the term pod? It's not, no, it releases... Oh, yeah, okay. I'm confused on my own release schedule, Jabroni. Jesus Christ. It releases... Right now, it's releasing Monday at noon. It's gonna be Monday at midnight. That's gonna be the new one going forward. Jesus. I'm so bad at this. Who knew streamer that can't keep a schedule in other means? God damn it. Yo, I miss the good old days when people just got a watermelon Four Loko and drank it in 30 minutes. That was the way things were done. Now it's all about the claw. How's keep a schedule at work going? I'm not, like, well, first of all, working from home, it's really hard to be late to things. If you're, like, even if you're, like, one of those people who's serially late, Working from home pretty much gives absolutely no excuse. But I'm on time at work, okay? Schedule's hard, yeah. I could learn to talk without the ums. That's actually really hard. That's... I get it. When you're streaming, you're playing a video game, you're distracted. Those ums are a little bit more acceptable. And generally, you're not really talking unless you already have things to say. I mean, maybe that's not true for me. I often just... Word diarrhea. What is that called? It's actually called logorrhea. That's a real term. But... I don't know. When you're trying to riff off a person, ums are said. Oh, that actually happened to me, private mode. I had VPN connectivity issues. It wasn't my fault. But in those situations, you say in a timely manner. Like, hey, I'm experiencing this. We have a meeting in 5 minutes. As a former high school speech and debate club president, yes, it's hard, but it can be done. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a legitimate skill that you learn to become an orator. People definitely, like, yeah, there are definitely people who are better orators just in terms of, like, natural skill. But all skills have, at the top, some parts talent, but, like, you need the determination and the practice to actually mold your talent into something great. People spend many hours of their life practicing not saying ums. They actually work on solving that. But you're expecting me to improve when I haven't PB'd in years. It doesn't sound like you have the WFH part down. You have the FH part, but I don't know if the W is truly being done in this case. That's how it was at my work, but I feel like since people have adjusted, they are no longer doing that deep links. Like, there was a period of time where, like, people were working way more when they were working from home, because in pretty much everyone's words, like, they pretty much said, like, oh, I feel guilty, like, or I'm working from home, I should do more work. But now everyone's adjusted, and now no one feels guilty. Now we're in the era of the virtual happy hour, where we literally just spend time on Friday, like, encouraging each other to drink on ours. I agree with that, Jimmy. Like, the ones that we're actually cutting out, the ums, are the ones where it's, like, a long pause, and then an and then a long pause, and then, like, me saying something. Like, in a normal conversation, if I go, like, what's that, thing, like, I'm not gonna cut out, like, the what's that, thing to make it, like, what's that thing, because that would be, like, first of all, that would sound bad. But, like, there are still some, obviously. Happy hour, honestly, virtual happy hour is not a bad idea. The one disadvantage of working from home is that you just don't, like, without face-to-face interactions, it's hard to make friends. Like, I know some people are like, you shouldn't be friends with your coworkers, because bad things could happen, but, like, I want to at least be friendly with your coworkers. It's hard to do that without face-to-face, so, like, it's a good way to get to know people. I think it's better than nothing at all, honestly. I mean, it's worse than normal happy hour. You'll admit the podcast is good? Wow. I'm sorry for... I'm sorry for making you do that. Your firmly believe it's bad to be friends at work. That said, you're not at worker level, so it's a bit different. Fraternization policy and all. It's different when you're a people manager. I'm not a people manager. Like, the higher up people managers are invited but never attend these Zoom happy hours. And they could very well be busy, but I think part of it is that they know it's probably not... Like, people are gonna be a lot less loose when their immediate boss is listening. I'm gonna invite the CEO to my happy hours. Private mode is one of those people that goes on the MTV reality show, and the first thing he says is, "I'm not here to make friends." That's... Has anyone seen that video of, like, the compilation of "I'm not here to make friends" on, like, every single reality show from the early 2000s? There are a lot of people on those reality shows not here to make friends. I saw the first episode of Too Hot to Be Handled. I think reality shows have gone off the deep end. You're here to win, dog eat dog. Maybe don't mention that in the presence of certain Fox emote users. Oh, oops. Okay, well, just lose a bunch of time in the free level. Dog eat dog is a weird phrase. If you replace it with, like, any other noun, it's, insane. Like, if I said baby eat baby world, I would probably be kicked out of... Like, you can't kick me out of my own stream, but... You get what I'm saying. Like, dogs don't eat other dogs, do they? That's not, like... I assume that it came from, like, the idea that they do, but... I'm not sure how common that is. Jimmy, you gotta scope out the amount your boss is drinking. Cause then you have 2 less drinks than that. And then you're good. Dog eat worm, eat bird, eat cat, eat dog world. Oof, the circle of dog. I'm losing, like, frame rules every level. That Fox user licked you earlier, you don't know if you won or not? Oof. Yeah, -1. Yeah, and then when you're drinking, you have to, like, be strategic in what drink you get so you're not judged. Like, you can't just, like, get one double IPA. Well, it depends if they're a beer drinker and they, like... And if they're a beer drinker, you can't get a Bud Light. So it's a game that's unnecessarily complicated. Yeah, pretty much open bar is never a good idea at a work function. Drink tickets are the way to go, because if you want to get drunk at a work function, drink tickets aren't going to stop you. A lot of people don't use their tickets. But if everyone has 2 tickets, then, like, people are actually encouraged to at least have 1 beer. You guys ever see some green? Some Mario... I was gonna say... Mario Jane was so stupid it made me laugh. I'll say that much. I'm willing to admit that. Okay. Okay. Just end this run now. See, there it happened again. I guess hitting that... Just hitting that bill early... Hitting bills in weird ways causes a lot of weird stuff to happen. There we go. I've cracked the case. If GTA is in the chat, that was basically what happened yesterday. Is it impossible to get Dark Lord because of COVID? I forgot about that. Yeah, I mentioned that before. It's like a yearly thing I think that was gonna happen. It started last year because my dad went 2 years ago, and then he took me last year to Dark Lord Day, which is Three Floyds Brewing has their Imperial Russian Stout 15% beer fest. They only release it once a year, Dark Lord. And it's also a metal show. My dad's not even into metal, he's just into beer. I got way too drunk at Dark Lord Day, I'll say that much. But, yeah, I doubt that's happening. Are you serious? I guess we'll continue. Okay, we're not gonna continue. Considering Dark Lord Day is in July, I assume they're gonna skip at least 1 year. I have it. It's like in this like fancy wine looking bottle. Can I do this? Yeah, Dark Lord. Can't we see it? Imperial Stout. I don't know. Where does it even say the ABV? Like your ticket comes with like 6 of these. It's considered one of like the best stouts in the world, but like it's almost undrinkable. Like I don't know if any of you have had 15% beer, but it's like one sip is pure soy sauce. Anyway, just fun to show you all. Show I'm cool. Yeah, I have a feeling that most anime cons and other cons are not happening. I'm only really sad about BlizzCon. Three Floyds is a really good brewing company. What's their IPA that they... Zombie Dust? Zombie Dust is pretty good. I don't think it's their best beer, but I've had a lot of Zombie Dust in my day. You're sad about BlizzCon and DEFCON? What about ThoughtCon? Jakku's Con? Wasn't the Us ThoughtCon the last one? I've never been to a ThoughtCon or really any InfoSec conference, but I have no idea. One of my coworkers had a ThoughtCon sticker on his laptop. I'm like, oh, they know Jakku. ThoughtCon needs it. No, it's totally a play on words. I don't think they give a shit. Like it's a really unconventional conference, which apparently no longer exists. So I doubt they care even more now. Well, I doubt they care. They care less than they did, but they care less more. Yeah, before I work on the ums, how about I work on that? The saying things in English. It's the best way to get people into security. They think they're going to like, I don't know, like porn convention. It's like, what the hell? I gotta crack the code. Yeah, poor adult conventions. I think if any were to open, those would be the most likely to get COVID. So, avoid at all costs. So we all know you all haven't. You thought, oh wow. Yeah, there we go. Adam can lurk the rest of the stream. He doesn't have to say anything else. He already won the conversation. Yeah, I have a vivid memory of like seeing Amaranth just like dancing on stage at the Bang energy drink thing when she totally was not supposed to be. That was TwitchCon. That and going to the Warp World booth like every 5 seconds. I personally like, I've mentioned it many times, but TwitchCon I don't think is worth it. Maybe if the con didn't close at 6 p.m. every night. It's kind of ridiculous. You see that? Kind of close to 306, but whatever. The problem is, in my opinion, that TwitchCon is that they're trying to be a pro streamers conference, so they should be able to, when it should be able community, wait, about instead of able, should be about community and streamers and viewers. I think there is, like, so the thing, like, maybe it's just me being self-conscious, but I feel like by the amount of times they emphasize partner-only things, like, I felt like a second class a little bit at the, at TwitchCon. Exactly your point, yeah. I don't really know how to resolve that, because of course they want to, like, the partner program is exclusive. They probably want to reward people who show up. Partner only, number one reason not to attend? I mean, I wouldn't, like, partner only gifts make sense. The partner only lounge, though. I hear it's a meme. I hear no one actually gives a shit about it. But just, like, even hearing that that exists is like, alright, fuck you too. Like... like, they believe they're so much better than people. That they need their own private space away from the plebeians. They are, though? I mean, I guess. They're... all hail our influencer overlords. Now, there were some good memories at TwitchCon. I really enjoyed hanging out with B. I've never met B squared otherwise. I'm not sure if I ever will. Corona. Yeah, would you rather be a content creator or an influencer? Which makes you want to throw up less? When I'm partner, Jimmy will be my bodyguard. Hey, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to use me to get into the partner-only lounge. Unfortunately, they have their own bodyguard staff at the partner-only lounge. They'll throw you in the dust. I was keeping up until I forgot what happened the rest of the night, private mode. No, I didn't black out. But no, I was keeping up for a solid half an hour. You'd like, oh wow. Jimmy's putting on the sunglasses and trench coat as we speak. And fedora, I'm sorry. Forgot about that part. Yeah, I think they allow service dogs, but like, I'm not sure if they would be comfortable with me trying to bring a human being on a leash on all fours around on TwitchCon. Maybe at some anime cons. Maybe there's probably a cosplay like that. Catherine, I don't know. They were already on, yeah. You look like Party Boy 69 at all times. Channeling inner mall ninja shit. Yeah, he has the sword with the Monster Energy logo engraved in the sword. That is one of the best weapons I've ever seen. You'll just bark a lot, they'll never know. Yeah. Be loud. Just confuse them, really. Yo, if I wanted to become a mall ninja, I have a weird, like, cyberpunk axe and a literal morning star, both of which was bought when I was like literally 14. The most irresponsible anime con arms dealer I've ever seen. Like, holy shit, you should not have sold me these things. But anyway, yeah, I feel like if I've never actually tried to use the morning star. Every single time I like held it, I was like, this is gonna hurt me. But you better not come, like, I don't think Virginia's a stand your ground state. Would that count if I used a morning star? I'm pretty sure some laws would be broken. It might just throw me in jail for being a nerd. You've never really looked into TwitchCon, what goes on? Literally over half of it is exploring San Diego's, whatever. What's the district that it's in? It's the something district. But, so, the actual event is pretty much just a meetup of people you know from Twitch. You're not really gonna see that many people, like, do things at the convention. I specifically had things, oh my god. Okay, well, I specifically had things to do because, the only reason I went to TwitchCon is because I got a free ticket for the GDQ event. Because I was in that. God damn it. I guess we're red now. So yeah, they had a GDQ speedrunning event. Okay, first of all, this is the beautiful sword with the Monster Energy logo in it, and the worst handle I've ever seen. But the convention has like a merch store and an outdoor bar with overpriced drinks and like a bunch of like booths from companies trying to make streaming better or make money. Like standard con stuff. It has panels, but I think every single panel is worthless. Oh, okay, oops. The R's are because I was in my own chat trying to reset my live split. And I forgot to delete those. Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe if you're absolutely starting out, some of the panels made sense to go to, like, how to become a successful streamer doing a FPS game, or like, stuff like that. Like, information that if you actually try to get good at streaming, you would probably get good advice from, but like, the fact that you're at TwitchCon means that you've probably made it to the point where like, you don't need this advice. Like, it just seems like a really bad audience for those type of panels. I don't know. I could word it more elegantly if I thought about it more. But you're also talking to someone that's super biased. Like, I've been to many cons. I would not call TwitchCon my favorite. But I'm trying to think of what else there was. I mean, I spent a... Oh, they have musical guests. I think they had music. They had, like, Blink-182, and that was pretty fun on Saturday. But pretty much every single con boils down to hanging out with friends and walking around, trying to find something to do. The only issue... Like, the main issue I had with TwitchCon is that it closed so early. I think by 5 or 6, you were on your own. Like, and exploring San Diego is cool, I guess. But... I wanted, if I spent money on a con, I want to do more con stuff. Didn't they have Darude? I remember Blink-182. That's the only band I remember. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed my time at TwitchCon. I mean, like, is it worth a cross-country trip? And a $200 ticket price and hotels. Like, PB close. Conte confirmed, hey TwitchCon. I've been vocal about this. Also, Canadian Gamer. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that South Park episode. We're gonna keep this going. I know I'm gonna probably be red now. Says I can only PB by 7 seconds. That's not true. You get big PB. What's my favorite con? Easily BlizzCon. Speaking of BlizzCon, yeah, Superior David and I go, and it's easy. It's the best con. Just no question. It'd be better if Superior David didn't go though. Like, even with Superior David going, it's still my favorite con. Which is, that's really strong praise. God damn it. Why are we so bad at this level? What makes it superior? I think it's just like, if you're... Most cons are too general to really form bonds with people, at least easily, the same way you do at BlizzCon. Like, when... You're in an anime con, yeah, you're pretty much around people who like anime. There are probably some people who don't like anime that go. But, like, anime is such a vast topic that it's really, really hard to just, like, connect with randos in a way that you can at an event like BlizzCon, where it's like, oh, you play one of these 5 games most likely. So, like, 1 in 5 people, well, if you only play 1 game, 1 in 5 people are going to be, like, mega fans of the same thing you are because they're going to BlizzCon, which is a massive commitment. So that's number 1. This is like a 9-step document on why BlizzCon is superior. 2, Superior David's there. And Superior David only goes to superior conventions. All memes aside. So that's reason 2. It's in the name. And then 3, yeah, you actually, what Superior David said, you actually get to do cool things. Like, yeah, you could attend some panels. There are some pretty cool Q&As sometimes, or, like, autographs from, like, voice actors at anime cons or other cons like that. You get to meet some cool people. But, like, you actually get to play stuff early. Like, I got to play Hearthstone Battlegrounds, like, months before it came out. And while people were shitting on it, I'm like, no, this is actually fun. What are you guys talking about? And then it was actually fun. So, yeah, you actually get to do cool things instead of just walk around. 4, the production quality is insane. They have such, like... Apparently, Blizzard runs it at a loss every year. Also, nice fireworks. We're continuing this because I don't want to stop talking about BlizzCon. 4, production value insane. Like... I've never been as impressed with, like, a con layout. TwitchCon actually comes close to, like, how much they spend and how good they look. But I think BlizzCon edges it out. that BlizzCon edging. Wow. 5. What Superior David said about drinking. Unlike other events which have like restricted drinking areas, aka TwitchCon, or no drinking at all on the floor, aka every AnimeCon, even though everyone just drinks on their own time, BlizzCon has an open bar throughout the entire event, and they actually encourage, like, they make their own beers for the event. They had the Murloc IPA last year. 2 years ago, they had the StarCraft beer, which is way better than the Murloc IPA. That's about it. 5 reasons. Oh, 6, the after parties are really fun. And now I could shut up about BlizzCon. Anime is pretty heavily random. For example, in Gundam, you're a Gundam manga fan, but most US anime fans couldn't care less about old school Gundam. I tried watching Gao Gaigar. I was not a fan. Because I used to go to this one panel at an anime con called Big Sword Panel, and it had nothing to do with big swords. It was just a weird name. They just talked about Gundam a lot. They were funny people. You'd think to run a great con, it's gotta be at a loss. Yeah, I mean, like, it is 100% marketing. It's how Blizzard turns people into loyal fans despite releasing shit products from time to time. All the people are like, yeah, that game sucked. Yeah, the Warcraft remaster was an absolute fuck up. Yeah, Diablo Immortal was an absolute fuck up. But BlizzCon, though, I love Blizzard. Gao Gaigar is a very different fandom, most ridiculous super robot show you've ever seen. So like, it doesn't even count, because it's like, what, a Toonami original that like wasn't real, it was about racing. The only Gundam anime I liked, actually no, that's not, there's like quasi Gundam, like, I liked, what is it? Like, first of all, NGE, it's not really Gundam, is it? I don't know. I don't really know what you classify as Gundam, like, some shows just have big robots. What is it? Lelouch Rebellion. I forget that. What is it? I watched both seasons. Code Geass. Yeah. I like Eureka 7. I wouldn't call those like Gundam though, you know? Probably the closest thing I've watched like fully is like Macross Frontier. And I hated that. But I didn't hate that because of the robot stuff. In fact, I wanted way more robot stuff. They would just randomly break out into song, and I was so pissed every single time they did it because it was the same 2 songs, and they played them like 50 times. Oh my god. It was deeply upsetting to me just remembering it. Yeah, the only demo I played twice this year was Diablo 4 because it was fun. I think I played every single demo. They had a Diablo Immortal booth. It was very small, and I never saw people at it. Yeah, the trailer for Diablo is like probably the best trailer I've ever seen for a video game. The cinematic. Blizzard is a family, and they care about us, and they're here for us in these trying times. Yeah, I would hope that Blizzard would not say that. When a company says in these trying times, they officially go on my... They're not on like my shit list, but they're on my I'm disappointed in you list. You think you could just say a few words, use some stock footage, and keep me happy? Fan run SF cons. Like San Francisco, or like, what is SF a thing? Also, what the hell is happening in this level? I guess we're losing a second, it's fine. In these trying times, please buy our shit. It's tough out there. Yeah, I feel like I've beaten this topic to death, but I feel like everyone's catching on now. Companies aren't using in these trying times anymore. Because when they saw like all of human society like mass vomiting at once in their focus groups, they learned their lesson. For me, it's we're all in this together. Now we're not. A lot of people are really real jackasses. Yeah, like all the people who I see at the store. Fucking. No, that was not what I meant. Oh, that would be really bad for social distancing. Well. No, all the people in my store that I go to, like, the amount of people I see that have face masks that don't cover their nose. No, I was gonna say fucking Christ at the spike, but I don't know. After I realized what I said, I didn't say the Christ. Not because people at the store fucking Christ that's controversial. It's just, I was like, oh God, what did I just say? No, there's like people at the store. They all have like their face masks on, but either pulled down or like not on their nose in the first place. I'm like, you're not helping me out, man. So they're not in it together with me. Well, I was on the same page too. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, that frame rule's not worth it. I gotta be less of a cowboy about it, you know? Like, if you're gonna go through the effort of wearing a face mask, wear the face mask correctly. Otherwise, you just make me give you evil glares. Actually, I'm not sure if people saw on Snapchat, or most people around don't wear masks. Why? Freedom in the fight against tyranny? Okay, well. Some people die in the course of freedom. They're just going to the front lines, Waffles. But yeah, maybe I was the one getting stares today because for people who saw on Snapchat, I wore my Shrek hat to the store. I'm like, fuck it, we're going in Shrek. I was a badass. When I bought that beer, 100% ID'd. They're like, this man's wearing a Shrek hat. He's probably 5. Yeah, Waffles. Freedom isn't free. It takes people like you and me. I don't know any of the rest of the lyrics. It's probably the third best song in the Team America movie. The first not being America Fuck Yeah, that's second, okay? The true OGs know that the song about the movie Pearl Harbor is the best thing musically from Team America World, please. Yeah, something like that, private mode. You could warp that into something that sounds inspirational. Waffles, McGregor. You maybe do a little bit of a dance with my head there. Thank you for the clever thing in place of text. I appreciate it. Now, thank you so much for the 2 months in a row. Not just 2 months in a row. We're bringing the periodical nature of your subscriptions into this conversation. I do really appreciate it. Enjoy your fancy 2-month badge, the newest of the badge family. I still think it looks really good. And enjoy the emotes. I appreciate your continued support. Yo, what up, Roy? You doing any? You get any PBs today? Either in distance or time, or I don't know. You don't have to run every day. Decided to do a short run today. I mean, that's fair. Next month we will have to file our first quarterly financial statement. 1 mile PB 736. That's pretty good. Better than me. Right now I think I would take like probably 90, maybe 110 minutes to do a mile. No, in reality it would probably be about a 9-minute mile. I can't run anymore. Running is just the absolute worst thing for me. I hate it. Lots of improvement to make. Yeah, what's the world record mile right now? Like 350 or something? Yeah, Waffles, I'll send you a 1099. Wait, no, that's different than a financial statement. But I know you file taxes quarterly. I have no idea. What percent of people file taxes on a like more than once a year? It's got to be pretty low. God damn it, really? World record is 347. Thought world record was 455 point something. Yeah, 347 is pretty good. Cannot fathom a sub 4-minute mile. It just doesn't compete for me. I know someone who could do a 4-minute mile, like near 4-minute flat. They went to a summer camp with me. They were an insane runner. Maybe I don't like it was 4 something, and I remember it being low. I don't remember the exact time though. Mario wasn't fast enough. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Imagine being able to run a mile faster than someone can beat this game any percent. That's pretty fast. Yeah, Roy, okay. There you go. That's your motivation. You gotta race speedrunners. Eventually you'll have the sub 5 mile. You'll be like, shit, he's in World 8. Can we live stream a race between us two with heart rate monitors? Yeah, just a streamer with a heart rate monitor on PB pace. That'd be crazy. Yeah, it would be extremely fast, honestly. I'm impressed with like anything. Like, first of all, I'm impressed with like a 7.5-minute mile, because I can't do that. I think my record was in high school at like a 6:50, and even that was like I want to die. But now I'm a little bit of a chubster. Yeah, people don't realize how fast they could run in high school. Now I'm like, that will never happen again. I might not be able to run fast, but I bet I can climb some hella rocks. No, well, I thought I was a good rock climber, and then I went to like a bouldering gym, and then I realized I'm trash. But now the nearest bouldering gym is like 20 minutes away, and I guess, well, first of all, now no one's going to a bouldering gym. It's like literally just everyone touch everything, the gym. But considering like it would be a 40-minute round trip, and I already don't have that much time to do things because I stream, I don't think I'd be bouldering unless it was like literally right next to me. It's also really expensive. Like $100 a month is nothing to like. I don't know how much like a membership to a gym is, but it's usually like in the $70 to $100 range, right? It was easy to run faster when you were like 40 pounds lighter when you were 18. Yo, just lose 40 pounds. That sounds easy to me. All you have to do is go to the UK and then spend some money at a restaurant. Shouldn't be that bad. What interface do I use with my mic? Focusrite 2i2. I have this like Focusrite controller thing, but I couldn't get it to work, and I was like, I'll get this to work, and then I never tried it again. If you like games, you can check out Zwift. It's a biking game. You've been enjoying it? Yo, I like the Espresso bikes. Those are the bikes that have like the video games on it. Like you could simulate trails at a gym. You have a... Do I have issues with Discord? You have a 2i4 and everyone says you have issues sounding distorted. What kind of distortion? I randomly got the other day when I was recording my podcast with my friend Dana. He was like, yeah, did you know you sounded like a robot voice that entire call? But the way that we film, the way that we record is that we each record into Audacity and he sends me the file. So like we don't rely on Discord audio quality. So maybe it is an issue with Focusrite. But I don't get that a lot. But I also don't really use voice chat a lot. I've been told on like VoIP before, like on Zoom, I was like, I was Zooming with my parents and they were like, why do you sound so bad? I'm like, I don't know, I have a pretty good mic. They were using their webcam mic, you know? Gym memberships are usually $10 to $30 a month. No, climbing memberships are very different than just regular gym memberships. Bouldering gyms are super expensive. If you think about it, not only do you speedrun games, you also speedrun rocks. I remember that beach, you would just run as fast as you can across the ball. Yeah, that's what a badass does. So of course I do it. Oh, I thought, well, I guess I was comparing it, but I... What's that thing you like to say, Pink? Someone like sends you something on Snap and you reply like, I never asked. Why is Pickle over right shoulder? Oh, shit! That is a good question. Thank you, Domike. I actually would have completely forgot about that. Oh, shiz, yeah. Pink's been trying to get me to say, shiz, and I feel like I'm gonna actually start saying it, and then I'm not gonna stop, and then I'm gonna be a person that says shiz. Yo, what up, Kieran? I looked at your book, and it is many pages. I will get around to it, but I have not read it yet. Now I'm gaming, yeah. So I flipped it so I could show that one limited edition beer that I have. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, whoever reads anything anymore? Yeah, what if I read it and my only feedback is, oh, that's pretty good. Wow. Nightbot. Thank you so much for the continued support. It's better than a hey, it's not that good, right? We're in trying times, Pink Loon. In these trying times, you can't expect me to gift a tier 3 to Nightbot. We gotta not completely flush my money down the toilet. As soon as they develop a vaccine, I will start gifting tier 3s again. Oh, 100% Kieran. I completely understand. Like, I was memeing before, but these are definitely times where you like, you need to save your money if you can. If you have enough money and you want to spend it on entertainment, I'm not going to stop you, but like, entertainment should be the lowest priority on money spending in these instances. Yo, what up, Frank? How you doing? Have you done your homework? Did you finish The Sopranos? All on your lonesome? Now you can't really say, or now you can't say these really are trying times. Jesus, how many times does it take to say a sentence? Wow. Admitting it to me. How are you doing, Frank? I've been on Animal Crossing not that much this week. I haven't seen you online. The Sopranos is a dope show. Yeah, so a mutual streamer, xpaco5, is streaming a watch party of it. So yeah, Twitch has this feature where anyone with Amazon Prime could stream any Amazon Prime show, and if you have Amazon Prime, you're able to also watch it. It's this feature called watch parties. You have to do it through their specific platform so they can verify people have Prime. But yeah, it's awesome because you can watch any Prime show. It could have nudity and violence and stuff. They don't give a shit because you have to verify you have Prime, and I guess that verifies other stuff too. But yeah, it doesn't work on mobile, so I haven't been able to watch any of these Paco streams, which is sad. It's like a curse. I wanted him to stream more, and this is what happens. It's the monkey's paw. But B, the problem is that Sopranos has been on Amazon Prime Video for at least a year. At least a year, but it's going off Amazon Prime Video in 2 days. Paco just blue screen, yeah. Have you ever watched The Sopranos? It's my favorite television show of all time. Speaking of cons, SopranoCon would be cool, especially as the actors are getting older, but obviously it's not happening this year. Yeah, it's leaving the 21st. So, the literal entire reason why watch parties is cool is now down the toilet. I guess you could also watch SpongeBob, which is pretty cool. Yo, what up, DC Izzy? Mind blown with the support. Thank you so much for the 23 months of Tier 2. I mean, that's not just 23 months. It's been Tier 2, I think, the entire time, which is pretty crazy. I appreciate the support, DC. Is my real name Ishmael? It is not. Thank you so much. It's a very long time. You have very good taste in emotes. That's all I could say. Oh, you're not talking to me. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, Kieran, as long as you're not waking up in the morning and getting yourself a gun, I approve of trying to explore the world of Sopranos. No, DC Izzy was named after the comics. Parents were nerds. I literally only know one of the lines of the song, and I said it. But I know what you're trying to do. Well, I'll probably get it. But yeah, I've wasted many, many, many hours of my life watching Sopranos clips on YouTube. It's actually a massive problem. Well, surprisingly talked about The Sopranos. Like, first of all, I think a lot of people are like, I was listening. So The Sopranos, Chris and Bobby Bacala have their own podcast called Talking Sopranos, where they're going through a rewatch of every single episode and talking about some interesting stuff regarding it. And I've been listening to it. They've actually had some guests on. They had Meadow Soprano on, and I think they're gonna have David Chase on relatively soon. Yeah, Chris and Bobby. I didn't want to necessarily say the actors. Steve Sciarpa and Michael Imperoli. Oh my god. Private mode. Thank you so much for your first gift sub ever? Really? I'm surprised about that. It's okay. I think that it could be better. Bobby talks over Chris a little too much, but it's good. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I have no idea where I was going with that. But thank you so much, Private Mode, for the gift sub to Kieran from Skyview Drive. Kieran's cool. They've been in the community for a long time, as evident by their sub badge. But regardless, I do really appreciate it. And I'm sure Kieran does too. Quality dude, yeah. And where the hell was I going with that conversation? Jesus. All these subs, I'm losing my train of thought. Woe is me. Is it a good or bad time for a book to drop? Probably a really good time, right? Yeah, maybe that's what we're gonna see in a couple months, like a renaissance in American, well, not just in writing across the world. Because like when you think about like things that could actually be produced, not that many TV shows are being produced right now. There's a lot of people watching TV, but eventually the fact that people are quarantining is gonna make a lot of sets come to a halt. I think that's already been the case and confirmed that a lot of stuff is being delayed in terms of production. Video games, for some reason, I probably because people could work from home, it hasn't been heavily impacted. But books, I mean, like books, you could, a lot of writers write from home, right? Yeah, that's a book every 2 weeks. That's a rookie number. You gotta be like, here in my garage, got my Lamborghini here. What's his name? I guess it's good that I don't remember it. His marketing didn't work. I read a book a day. This live? Yes, Dave. No, I'm joking, because, I forget that one guy that was like on every single YouTube ad that's like, here in my garage, I read a book a day. And it's like, become smart like me. Ty Lopez, yeah, thank you. Or I guess don't, fuck you. Now I'm gonna remember who he is, no. Yeah, it's like, just got these bookshelves for these books, I read a book a day. Knowledge. Knowledge. Oh my god, good memes. Simpler times. Ty Lopez, never heard of this mega genius? That's... How dare you say those words in the same sentence? Knowledge! That one wasn't as good as the others, but I liked saying knowledge. Let's talk about commercials we hate. Well, we already talked about anything that says, in these trying times. come together. Buy a Nissan. You need a new car right now. You're driving 1/10 the distance. Buy a Nissan. But he reads a book a day. Yeah, he has to be a genius. I could read a book a day too, if it constitutes what reading a book entails. Start to finish. First and last page. Yo, what up, MC Fan? How are you doing? You do marketing for your job. And you've had to include We Are Here For You. We Are Here For You is not that bad. I guess it depends. Like, I really like to harp on car commercials, but I hate car commercials in general. Like... Oh, okay, Jesus. Oh, come on. Alright, whatever, I'm continuing. Car companies are not here for you right now. They really just are desperately trying to cling on to sales. Normal commercial, buy our product. COVID-19 commercial during these uncertain times, buy our product. I'm trying to even think about... First of all, I am like mega ad blocking. I use ad blockers on literally every platform. On mobile platforms, if I could buy a way to do it ad-free, I'll do that. Like, I have the combo deal that came with Google Play Premium when YouTube Red, so I don't have ads on YouTube. I don't have ads on Twitch with Twitch Turbo. Like, I don't really see ads ever. So, like, all my hatred of commercials comes from, like, a period of time pre, like, 2015. But, like, even then, like, maybe I've just blocked out most ads from my brain. Beat my record, we'll eat the hottest of hot peppers live. Do it, Dave. Yes. I don't know. If you're, like, trying to ride out the apocalypse, I feel like an Escalade would be pretty good at, like, a defense vehicle. But if you're going the defense vehicle route, you gotta go, like, the, heavily fortified GMC. I was like, am I talking about a car company or a nutrition supplement company right now? GMC, like, that the president uses. You like the goal of ASPCA commercials, but they have to be like 2 or 3 minutes? I don't know what ASPCA is. Yeah, maybe that's like a marketing tactic for a bold company. Say, we aren't here for you. We're desperately scrambling to try to save our bottom line. It's like, oh, I appreciate the honesty. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Those, I'm not a fan of those commercials. I guess, like, yeah. Animal abuse, bad. I'm willing to say something brave, but I'd rather not. It's near torture. I don't mind Flow. It was kind of weird that Flow became a weird, like, internet meme. Like, I remember seeing people with, like, Flow avatars on forums back in the day. Like, you know, those PHBBB forums. Or, like, and I was like, okay, I guess. You do you. So that kind of weirded me out, but I didn't really mind him that much. I don't even know who the annoying blonde guy is. Jesus. People gotta stop being horny. Yeah, don't look at an insurance commercial and be like, this needs porn. It's my advice. You've already gone off the deep end. Yeah, if we're ranking commercials from auto insurance, Mayhem is pretty decent. But no commercial is decent. I hate commercials. And also, this is not how it's supposed to go. Like, if there's a market, I guess there is a marketing person in here. But, like, we're not supposed to be like, that commercial sucks, but what about this commercial? It's pretty good. It's like, no, you don't want to talk about commercials and being good. You gotta recognize advertising. Like, where's that George Carlin clip on advertising? Thank you, Elon. How you doing, by the way? I guess we know. Did I ask that and that was the response? Okay, like, you say that, private mode, like, not every single insurance company is full of shit. The point of insurance is, like, to not pay, basically. Who remembers the Sears air conditioning commercial from the 90s? The only commercials I remember from the 90s are probably on B Squared's, like, Nickelodeon Power Hour. Just throwing it out there, just casting a wide net, seeing if there's any takers. I get it. I respect it, Waylon. Fair, but Allstate is definitely full of shit. You got paid post lawyer, they're just trash. Well, I'll make sure to let them know. I'll email them and say, I hear you're trash. And then I will get a mailer Damon back after I email Allstate at Allstate. Want to know what's not full of shit? The fact that you could save that frame rule if you hit that block like I did. There we go. Lost Levels Facts. Lost Levels Facts Twitter coming soon. It's not even Lost Levels. Oh, no. There we go. Where's the Lost Levels podcast? Where I get, like, a Lost Levels speedrunner on and we just talk about each level of Lost Levels. Like, it's a 2 to 3 hour podcast per runner. Actually, scratch it. 3 to 4. If we're talking Warpless D4, like if I'm have like, I don't know, someone on Cosmic, you be down for that? That podcast would actually be fairly dope. Okay, I'll call up, I don't know, first guest Goofy. He's too nice to say no. 1 hour per runner. Yeah, what if we just had Orky's idea? F1 World Championship Edition on SNES. Big John! I mean, maybe because I do podcasts, and therefore, like, my life is wrapped around podcasts, but why hasn't Big John started a podcast? He has, like, the perfect podcast voice. Every single time I mention a new podcast idea, Pink gets more sad that she's just never gonna see me again. I gotta be up till like 2 in the morning every night. 7 days a week, 7 days of recording a podcast. Real man Big John would be a legendary. Like, actually, like, he has a very deep, smooth voice. And considering he's already extremely good at commentary, like, he's the most charismatic commenter at GDQ. There's a few contenders, but it's like a pretty safe thing to say. Okay, we should be dead. Big John just started a podcast. That's all I'm saying. Look at this guy with the good emotes. 7 different Chevys? Are you talking about Yellow Wolf's box Chevy, like 1 through 7? I don't even know if you know who Yellow Wolf is. Nice. All right. Well, it's not over. It's over now. I thought I could get over that for some reason. Okay. Sure. Now we know. Actually, I'm curious. What? So in this situation, okay, I don't do the exact same thing again. That was such a stupid place. We kind of got to get lucky, I think. You still getting over when he used save states for that lost levels hotfix? I was definitely surprised. That takes balls, first of all. Like, in a GDQ event, to just, like, completely take... Like, I thought it was done in a... Like, I don't know if you're, like, upset about it. I thought it was hilarious and honestly increased the quality of the run. Like, obviously, in that situation, like, for him to not use save states would just, like, make the run drag on a little too long. But I'd like... To execute on that idea, that takes some bravery. Wow. Yeah, what we gotta have like just a 2D Mario, retro Mario podcast where just everyone pats themselves on the back for a long period of time. Just a rotating set of hosts and guests just talking about how good of a runner they are, how good their speed games are. It'd be amazing. Yeah, but I like Orky Bork's idea of just a podcast on F1 World Championship Edition on SNES. That's what the people want. Aren't there already a decent amount of speedrunning podcasts? Like, I could find it, right? Speedrun.com has, like, this massive list of podcasts. I only knew of one, and it's now defunct for good reason, the Frame Savers. But it seemed pretty good when it was running. Yeah, speedrun.com/podcasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's like 20 on here. I mean, I know about Warp World podcast. I'm not sure if I'd really call that a speedrunning podcast, though. It's like more of a general podcast that occasionally mentions speedrunning. And then I know about Two Dads. And then I know about Frame Savers, and I know about My Insane Pace. So I know 4 of them. "2D Mario shit with fellow Twitch runners." I like my podcast. Why is it defunct? I'm not gonna get into that. You could get into that if you really want, Jimmy. But people don't listen to podcasts for the content and 75% personality at least. Yeah, that's why my podcast is the best podcast. It's no one in their right mind would choose to listen to any other personality. I'm the talent. If anyone refers to themselves as the talent, like, just run away, honestly. They don't have my wit, Haxor's voice. Yeah, Haxor has a good podcast voice. Yeah, how many times can I say the word podcast in like a 5-minute period? This is what happens. You start like... And I feel like everyone else I know that actively listens to, like, because I have a coworker. I'm not gonna call him out. I guess I am, but like, you guys don't know him. It doesn't matter. I know someone that listens to like a lot of podcasts, and like they talk about podcasts like way too much. Maybe not way too much. Actually, not that much. Like, they do talk about podcasts a lot, but I feel like everyone I know that everyone I know that like listens to podcasts is like super into podcasts. And that's what happened. I made a podcast, now I'm into podcasts. That's how it works. You know what? Pitch Waylon. Because I don't want to actually do work, pitch this to Haxor and then get me on it. There we go. They're best of both worlds. Take a shit every single time Someone says podcast. That's probably unhealthy. What's the average human do in a day? Like once a day? Between that and audibly, you hardly ever listen to music. I do feel sad about how little music I've been listening to, but I'll occasionally listen to like music. It gets done sometimes. I'm going back into early vaporwave. Like, remember when everyone lost their shit about what was it, Macintosh Plus, and now everyone kind of forgot Macintosh Plus existed and vaporwave existed? Okay, I was like, oh, we got a bit of an edgelord in the chat. I mean, like, I wouldn't call myself like a massive vaporwave fan. I liked vaporwave when everyone like was getting into vaporwave back in the day. I think it's a little bit played out as a genre. I think that pretty much everything that could have been done with it has been. I mean, that's never actually true, but I feel like it's reached its full potential already. Everything that's released now is only just like, it doesn't add that much. I don't know. Dead Mall Tours on YouTube? I have not seen that, no. But like I like Home Resonance or Resonance by Home or whatever. Or is it Home by Resonance? I forget. And I like Macintosh Plus, Lisa Frank 420. I listened to that like 2 days ago. I'm like, I forgot how good this is, even though it's really simplistic, you know? I've been going back to my roots. Like, I used to listen to a lot of Venetian snares, a lot of, like, electronic music. I feel like I've fallen off on the electronic music. But now I'm back on it. But yeah, vaporwave is a good genre. I feel like a lot of people just... Like, maybe the fact that... Like, it's inherently a little gimmicky meant people got over it way too quickly, but I feel like it should have had a little bit more time in the sun. There's definitely still fans of it, but, like, I completely forgot about vaporwave, like, entirely. Until, like, someone, like, posted a meme that had the floral shop, like, Greek bust, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this was a thing. Music equals workout or lawn, everything else is podcast. Nice. Yeah, my favorite artist of all time is CFAX Acid Crew. I occasionally wear CFAX Acid Crew t-shirts. You dig vaporwave as the modern version of elevator music? Yeah, I probably wouldn't listen to it to work out. Anyway, Simpsons Wave is the better genre, so... I'm joking about that, the same thing. Enter through the lobby in the Hologram Plaza album. I don't know if I had, like, I might just be really basic and say that my favorite vaporwave song is probably Lisa Frank 420 by Macintosh Plus. I like what vaporwave like did. Like, I like Young Lean, Gatorade. That's not really vaporwave, but like it has vaporwave influences. You have a lot of vaporwave clothing? Yeah, there are a lot of cool vaporwave designs that came out. I remember there's this guy like Freddie YOLO on Facebook that I like followed in 2012, and he made some cool shirts. Yeah, vaporwave brought back that N64 t-shirt aesthetic. You recently bought a manual weed whacker and listened to metal while you're killing some parasitic shit under your trees. Feels good? Yeah, just blasting some System of a Down while you're taking down the system of Roots. I was a little surprised for a second. I didn't see the whacker part. I was like, recently bought some manual weed. It's like, whoa. Listening to 9 hours of classical LOL while arranging flowers Saturday was awesome. That sounds pretty classy. Ever since like the Tony Hawk 1-2 remake announcement, I've been listening to like Tony Hawk music. Like I've been blasting some Superman, I've been blasting some Millencolin, No Cigar. Actually, that's a very good question. Are people more excited about Tony Hawk 1 or 2? And there's a right answer to this. There's a 100% correct answer to this. Unfortunately, I'm not into cars. I'm sure there are other people into cars, but I like my car that it works and I can drive it. This is where Orky Bork says like Grand Theft Auto 4 for the PlayStation 3. I mean, even though I'm not into cars, my dream car is like one of those supercar Mercedes. I'll say that much, with like the really long front and the doors that go like the SL 550 or whatever. I forget the name. You could tell that when my dream car, I don't even remember the name. I'm probably not into cars that much. Grand Theft Auto 2 on the Dreamcast? Is that real? Did anyone else see that black flash? Or am I just insane? Oh, it was on the Dreamcast. Interesting. It's also on the Game Boy Color. That was probably a great port. It's like, oh, you get it on the Dreamcast? Nah, I got it on the GBC. I'm sure it's similar. What was the first, like, 3D open world GTA? Was that 3? That was a weird flash. I will be right back. Gotta use the restroom. Yo, thanks for the good luck, Narfman. Damn. That was a little too long. Alright. What was that? 6 minutes? No big deal. Come on. Did I miss anything? Alright. Car talk. Whatever. Now you're allowed to like cars. I'm allowed to like Lost Levels, is how it goes. Stevie Wonder living for Picante? Basically, I hate the term sports ball because it's just like so dismissive. Like, obviously people are like allowed to like sports, but I personally don't really get it. That was pretty good. Now, whenever I hear someone talk about sports ball, they always say it in like a really annoyed way. Wow, that was bad. They always say it like, "Oh, you guys talk about sports ball." It's like, or like, "Oh, sorry about this. I can't really participate in the sports ball talk." They always say it in a condescending or annoyed way, and it's just like, just let people do their thing. Let's get weird. Okay, you know what, Waylon? We're gonna get so weird. You're not even gonna know it's weird. It's gonna be like, it's gonna reverse. What the hell just happened? Well, I guess I didn't hold down the button enough. Let's see if we get 3. Nope. Cool. Watching people speedrun on Twitch but doesn't get sports. I mean, like, I get sports. I just don't personally. It doesn't click for me. Like, it doesn't satisfy that itch of entertainment. I make it weird sometimes, a little bit. But my kind of weird is the bad weird. These are unconventional times. Yeah, we need unconventional conversation topics. We need talking points out the ass. I can't believe we've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I didn't even know. Until I came back and saw it was 9:53. Here, in these unconventional times, we need some cooking streams. No. You should ask something realistic, like Hello Kitty Cruiser streams. You're not a sports person at all? Yeah, I'm not a sports person at all. The coolest looking sport is Australian rules football, and that's in Australia. You're gonna resurrect the fuck out of that food Discord thread? Brace for impact? What? Are you gonna get Jabroni to post his crab mac and cheese that everyone's been talking about since the day he was born? You don't watch sports, but you don't act like a dick to those who do by making the lame sports ball joke? I think sports ball has definitely, like... The period of time to use sports ball as a joke was, like, 2013. If you say it now, people are gonna, like... be like, wow, you're really lame. Like, you're lame as hell. If you like, I don't know anyone who unironically uses the term sports ball. There's definitely some people out there, but... Super International Cricket on SNES. Assuming we got stop getting spammed from that fox. Wow, private mode. Getting bullied. And we got some real sticklers in the Discord. One person posts something... slightly wrong. It's basically the 2020 version of the grammar police. The Discord channel police. Excuse me, I think that you actually meant to post this to the memes channel. This is the general channel, but while this meme is related, it would fit better in the channel devoted to memes. Oh, excuse me, you can't talk about your day and what you ate in this channel. You must go to the food channel to do so. That's like using One Does Not Simply meme. If you're bringing back One Does Not Simply Walk into Mordor, you're officially... It rolls over. It's like... So lame, it's cool, you know? It's hip to be square. It's hip to fuck bees, you know. If you don't get the second reference, it's really weird that I just said that. It's hip to B squared. The B squared's hip. I'd rather not. He needs that. It's hip to fuck bees indeed. Yeah. That's one of the better videos to exist on YouTube. Just because, like, it's just completely unprovoked. It makes absolutely no sense. And it's not even that well done, but it's well done enough. What a beautiful, beautiful video. You like bowling? Was it bowling? I can't bowl because my fingers get sore and then I can't speedrun. It's like you're asking a hand model to destroy their career, you know? I like the episode of The Simpsons where Homer does a bootlegging operation through bowling. I love the wacky shenanigans that Homer Simpson and crew get into on a weekly basis, especially with celebrity cameos. Oh shit. Why? I thought this was about fucking bees. Why would you post this, Orky? You know what? Orky is... We've lost link privileges for the rest of the streaming career. Do you need a new ball, though? Are bowling alleys open right now? I guess you're kinda separated. Lanes don't seem 6 feet, though. It's the gaming in the Clinton years theme. I have no idea what that is. I gotta really mute YouTube every single time I go live because they click on links to the YouTube. YouTube channel, I see. What about Zelda privileges? You got me. I can't deny Zelda privileges. Beautiful. A boot. Yo, who's Canadian here? Yo, look at that Teeks emote. You have good taste, Waylon. I'm a big fan of Teeks. He's also a god gamer. If you were unaware. Why? So bad. Just don't get a 6. Yeah, both of those could have been avoided if I just swam a wee bit better. No fireworks here, okay? Not even your fake 2. Not even close. A whole second, come on. Don't do that to me, game. Cool. Oh. Beautiful. Yeah, no more words. Just gameplay. That's all we need. A little late night gameplay. Gameplay and cracking knuckles, apparently. Oh my god, okay, we're good. We're good. So glad you're back on a schedule to watch me stream each night, man. It's been too long. Well, I'm glad you're back too, Kieran. No word? Yeah, just all the words I say, they're meaningless. Basically no words. I'm happy to be back, be streaming. A 4-day break for me is a long time. 2-day break, easy. 3-day break, it's a little longer than usual, but whatever. 4-day break, year. Oh, that was a weird one. Oh my god. Alright, let's do a little bit of Bowser killing. Yo, what up, Ruby? A lot of your favorite streamers just disappeared? What? Well, I mean, I guess in these trying times, you can't expect everyone to stream at a similar schedule. In these trying times. And now, you didn't miss much, Ruby. We had one. Actually, we didn't have any runs to World 8 today, did we? Like, they stopped streaming completely? I've said it before. It's not like a ominous hint about my channel, but just like, yeah, you can't really expect anyone to stream forever, right? Like, it'd be really cool if people could, but like, people have different hobbies. They move on. You gotta enjoy all the time you get with streamers. This is the worst 4-1 I've ever seen in my life. You just had the longest day of your life, time to chill. Well, we just had the longest stairs of our life. We just lost like 5 seconds. Dumb. One of them stopped over a year ago. That sucks. When a streamer basically stops and then, like, you know they're never gonna stream, but like, I don't know if it was the case for you. Like, there's one of the streamers I liked, Neville's, he just like vanished. Didn't say anything. It's like maybe one day I'll come back, but like it's better in those situations. It's like, hey guys, I don't want to stream. It's pretty certain he's not streaming again, but why are we so bad at this? Why am I? Ugh. That's why you're enjoying every moment you chill with me here. I do not expect myself to stop streaming anytime soon. Don't worry about it. Dram, oh yeah. Did Dram disappear without a trace? I mean, Dram was always an SMW guy, and then he like he was partnered then, but like he got way bigger with Mario Maker, right? You think he said goodbye? Yeah, Bram hasn't tweeted in a while. TeenArc13 and Tyler Durium were the You Love Fear both up streaming. Oh my god, I butchered that sentence still. It's getting late, by the way. I'm making stupid mistakes. Caleb Celtics fan, that really sucks. I mean, like that's sad, you know. That name sounds familiar though. Oh yeah, he was a Banjo-Kazooie runner. Still never played a Banjo-Kazooie game. Oh. Yeah, if anything, I'm surprised I haven't ramped up streaming because of Corona. We've kept a decently similar schedule. I can't do stairs for the life of me. Yeah, we're getting tired. This may be my last run, and not just because Ruby showed up. For some reason, when Ruby shows up, it's like time to end, but it's not actually Ruby's fault. Now that's a plan. I was streaming less because of Pink's school. Pink is out of school. She took her last final. It's always your fault? Yeah. Yeah, private mode, you just want the points. I know you. Up until now, yeah, fair. You don't actually care about me streaming more. You just need more opportunities to prepare yourself for a post-currency economy, aka a point economy. You have the points? I'm not sure. You know what, Waylon? It's not that easy. I linked Reddit like 2 hours ago and you got sucked in. What, to Mall Ninja shit? It's one of the better subreddits out there. There could be worse things to be looking at. Oh my god. Well, now that Adam's back, I think actually it's time to go. Oh no, I started a run accidentally. No, it's not because it's stop starting runs. I'm hitting the spacebar. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired. So one day we'll have a 4 next to our final uptime. Sounds good, Kieran. I'm also heading out. I'm sorry, Ruby. I have a new schedule. And it's like 6:30 to 10:30. 6:30 to 10. Now what are you gonna do? Hey, speaking of the Pepe hands, maybe Asmo's live. There's always things to do. Now, you know what? Let's do it. It's been a very long time since I raided Asmo. Can we get to 20? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow.